Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another Screw Toy action figure review. And today we'll be looking at the Target exclusive Marvel Legends Retro Card First Appearance Spider-Man. And I'm very excited to review this figure for you guys. We did just get this figure last year. He's just been updated to look a little bit more comic accurate, as the first appearance Spider-Man that we got last year didn't have that blue spider on the back. And I think that's the only difference with this figure is that deco on the back spider. But overall, he does look very solid, man. I'm very excited to have this figure in hand. I did have the previous first appearance Spider-Man that came out last year and that 60th anniversary line for Spider-Man, but I did get rid of it and I instantly regretted it. So it's nice to have this updated version. I know he is going for quite a bit in the aftermarket, so it was dope that the Marvel Legends team re-released it. Again, we still are getting a Target exclusive retro card Moon Knight. I did go to my Target to look for it, where I found this one. They said they had it in stock, they just couldn't find it in the back, so I'll probably go back here in the next couple of days to pick it up. But to get a quick look at the packaging, it is your standard retro card packaging. When we first got this line going back in like 2018, I believe in that first line it was Captain America, Iron Man, Black Widow, Wolverine, and who else was in that first wave? I'm not too sure, but they came in this exact packaging with the blue on top and the stars, the name of the character right there, the picture of the first appearance Spider-Man right there, and this very gimmicky thing right here that says Web Wings. You get the figure here in the center. On the back you get a read up on Spider-Man, so you want to pause that and read that now. You can't do so. You get the little image right there, a whole bunch of bullshit down there. You get the barcode right there, so if you need that, you can screenshot that and yeah, take that to Target, see if they can find it for y'all. But not too much craziness with this packaging, man. It is your standard retro card packaging. I like it. I'm happy that they re-released it. And yeah, enough about this packaging. Let's crack this bad boy open. Now going to a quick look at all the accessories that this figure does come with. Straight out the packaging, it does come with a set of fists, a set of whipping hands, a set of wall crawling hands, and the last set of hands that he does come with are these gripping hands. So you have every set of hands that you need for a Spider-Man character. And yeah, man, they outdid it with the hands. You get a pair of whip, fist, wall crawling, and gripping hands. But these gripping hands are specifically made for him to hold his web that we've seen plenty and plenty of times before. We've seen this piece of web with almost every Spider-Man figure there is out there. It comes with the little triangle hoop and the little hook at the end. Nothing too exciting, man. We've seen these webs plenty of times. Be nice for an updated swinging web for our Marvel Legends Spider-Man. But unfortunately, this is the web they decided to throw in there. I honestly would have not minded if they didn't include this web and maybe a different head sculpt or another web accessory. Because this one, man, this one's getting old and outdated. It's almost, what, 10, 11 years old. So, yeah, I think it's time for a new swinging web Hasbro. He also does come with two sets of web wings. The first ones being these open, splayed out web wings so he can glide and fly when he's swinging around the city. But he also does come with a set of collapsed version of those extended wings. And they look alright, man. I feel like they need to execute it a little bit better. Maybe actually having a like net type material to give him some wings that wrap around his wrist pegs. Kind of like the Storm cape that we got, or the Banshee one, kind of something similar to that, but you know, except it has that web pattern and texture to it. That'd be dope. These plastic ones are okay, but you know, they just look a little awkward once you kind of move them out of place. So yeah, they're dope, but they're not as good as they could be. And here we have the first appearance Spider-Man, and he's a pretty dope figure, man. If you have the previous one, then you're gonna be pretty familiar with this one. It's the exact same figure. The deco's just a bit different. I believe the blacks are just a little bit blacker than the other previous one. And then the spider on the back is blue, as you can see there. So those are the only differences on this figure than the previous. It's literally just a deco. You get the same amount of accessories you do with this one than the previous one. Except this time you got the window box so you could see what you're getting with your figure. Pretty straightforward, man. Like I said, exact same figure that we got last year, just with the blue spider, and the blacks might be slightly different. But with that being said, that previous figure was a badass figure, so there's no surprise that this is a badass figure as well. This is the definitive version of a first appearance Spider-Man. I don't think there's any other figure out there of first appearance Spider-Man that is as good as this one. Until, you know, a major big company like Mafex or SH Figuarts comes and knocks that out the park. But for now, this is the best 6-inch first appearance Spider-Man out there. And yeah, man, he just looks dope. Pretty much throughout the whole figure, you get clean paint apps, no real sloppiness. I got a little bit of chipping right there in the inside of his rib cage, but nothing too major. The spider on the back looks nice and clean. The webbing throughout the figure is placed nicely and decorated nicely. No misalignments or anything on the web pattern. So, yeah, man, pretty dope looking figure. Now let's get a quick look at articulation. His head is on a ball and hinge, so he can look up all the way. So, yeah, some real nice poses out of that. He can look down all the way as well. You get rotation, ball jointed shoulders that go about, the left side wants to go up higher than the right, but he can hit a T-pose fairly easy. He does have upper bicep swivel, and you do get the little pegs right there where the wings attach. Double pinless elbows that bend in a great amount. All the hands have that typical up and down hinge and full 360 swivel, except for the web grabbing hands. Those have the vertical open or side to side hinge, so you can grab onto those webs. He does have a diaphragm cut that pivots this much to this side, this much to this side, this much forward, that much back, but it gets a little gappy right there. And of course you get the rotating out of that diaphragm cut. But he also has the lower ab crunch, so with those two he can bend in a pretty good amount and a lot further back, so that does look nice. And then you get drop down hips, I believe. Maybe not. Yeah, you don't get drop down hips, but you still get a nice range of motion there. Not much back. He does have that upper thigh cut. Double pinless knees that go in a great amount. As you can see, he's kicking his own back right there. And it is pinless. He does have a boot cut and a hinge on his foot that goes this much forward, that much back. And he does have great ankle pivot with pegals at the bottom of the feet. Now getting a quick look at some size comparisons. Here we have the first appearance Spider-Man next to some street level heroes. We have the Punisher and Luke Cage. And this is the newly released Luke Cage. I just didn't do a review on him because there was like 30 million other reviews out there of him. But he is a dope figure. I know a lot of people had complaints about him, but I actually quite like him. And next to this OG Spider-Man, they all look pretty dope together. And here he is next to the Retro Card Lizard and the Retro Card Shocker. Here he is next to the Retro Card Hammerhead and the Retro Card Sandman. And here he is with the VHS box set Aunt May and Mary Jane Watson. Except with this Mary Jane, I did pop off the original head that came with her. And I put on the Spinneret 2-pack and Renew Your Vows 2-pack Spider-Man Mary Jane head on this body. And I think the hands are from the NECA April O'Neil deluxe figure. So just a little upgrade to my Mary Jane to look a little bit more comic accurate, more than the animated series Mary Jane that we've come to know. Here he is next to the Mafex Venom and Carnage. And last but not least, here he is next to all my other Spider-Man figures in my collection. And there you have it, a solid release by the Marvel Legends team. This figure is a perfect representation of Spider-Man and his first appearance. You get all the hands that you need. And it's just a great figure overall. Like I said, we got it earlier last year, and now they re-released it as a Target exclusive this year. So yeah, man, just a solid figure overall. If you missed it out the first time around, definitely pick it up this time. And yeah, again, it is a Target exclusive. Found it at my local Target, so you might want to start hitting up your Targets to see if you can find this figure. But yeah, man, very impressed by this figure. Was the first time around. And the second time around even more, as it is a little bit more accurate to that first appearance of Spider-Man. But enough of me rambling on. Make sure you guys follow me on my Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. The links to all those are in the description down below. and I'll catch you guys next time. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button as well. Now, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.